Hey, Yovad. Strangest thing just happened. I was doing a stream a little bit ago, and it was being incredibly strange. It seemed like it was working, and it wasn't working. I don't even know how to properly explain it. Anyway, we're here now. I'm just going to do some dailies. This will probably take me 30 minutes to an hour, maybe. We'll see how long it takes me, but I'm just going to play this just because I should be live, but I don't want to play anything crazy. So, we're just going to play some dailies. Make it easy on myself. Uh, at the end of the day, maybe I'll get a clip out of it. That's what we're really hoping for here. We're hoping for a clip. Excuse me. All right, let's see. Um, let's see. So just looking at things, we have like headliner, star, lead, um, and lampoon, which is like a the lead act. Um, there are things like music, obviously, that is kind of going along with it as well. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Lampoon just to try that, see if it's like a one away. I'm hesitant to go music because although these are music related, I don't think that it will be the same. It won't work with it. Principal is also kind of like the head, but I don't know that that'll really work in the context of what we're working with here. But again, we're one away. I'll try it. Hey, there we go. One with top billing. Yeah. Okay, cool. Med and music are things that you study. Um, but I'm not seeing anything else there. Soda, onion, sandwich, and garlic are all consumable things, all food and drink. But that's a very broad category. I'm not thinking that'll be the case. Um, Silver. Oh, hold on. Silver cross, sun, and garlic are all things that kill vampires. That's very funny. Or vampire vulnerabilities. There we go. That's very funny, actually. Um, let's see. Mad, Lampoon, Music, Med, Sandwich. Sandwich is interesting. Um, I think that Mad and Med are likely going to be together in the way that like it's a word, but it's adjusted like one letter ever so slightly. That seems like the kind of thing that they would do in this instance. Lampoon. What does lampoon mean? Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head what lampoon means. I think med and mad are probably going to be together. Probably soda as well. And honestly, maybe onion. No, let's go with music. Just because they're like words that are together, see one away. Let's try onion. No. Oh, and that wasn't one away. Okay, so med, mad, soda, and music are together in some or excuse me, music, and then one or two of these three are together for some reason. Let's see, music, mad, med, lampoon. That's just a wild guess. Oh, I should have thought about that a little bit more. Onion, lampoon, mad, and onion. Oh, satirical publications. Yeah. Okay. Jeez, that's hard. And here you go. Club Med. What is Club Med? What? Club Music? Okay. Club Sandwich and Club Soda. Damn. Okay, that makes sense. That's tough, but that makes sense. Um, this one's a little harder. Clementine, kumquat, orange. Are kumquats orange? I don't. I don't know. Dijon, like the mustard. Chili, maybe chili mustard. Oh, I didn't mean to actually click that. Is there like a chili mustard? Oh, these are all very like Okay, gloomy, unhappy, blue, and down are all ways to say like depressed or sad. Yeah, sad. There you go. Yellow, red. I mean, it's not going to be as easy as just colors. Of course not. Okay. But it's probably something like clementine, which is like a thing, an orange. Um, Orange is an orange. I feel like kumquat goes in there, but I realistically don't actually know what a kumquat looks like off the top of my head, which is kind of cringe, but it is the case. And peppers, for some reason, I'm leaning to. No. Um, Red, hot, yellow, and spicy are adjectives. No, of course not. It wouldn't be that easy. Clementine, that is the name of like cuties, right? Like if you were to take a cutie, like that is called a clementine, I believe. Peppers. Chili, spicy, and hot. Or red, hot, chili, and spicy are like ways of describing heat. No. Oh gosh. Orange, kumquat. You know what? Hold on. I'm taking a hint. Yellow and Dijon could be like mustard. There's spicy mustard, and there's honey mustard. Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah. Something mustard. Yeah, types of mustard. Okay, cool. Go back to lime. Let's see. Clementine, kumquat, peppers, oranges. Screw it. Just do the bottom row. No. Give me another hint. Lime and orange. Lime, orange, peppers, and kumquat. No. That was more likely to be kumquat, lime, clementine, and orange. Yes. What are citrusy things? Yeah, citrus fruits. Okay, cool. Red hot chili and peppers is like spicy things, right? Red hot chili peppers. Oh. Wait. Really? Really? It's not a genre. It's just saying the thing. That's crazy. Okay. Sure. All right. Oh, what have we got here? Who are these gentlemen? I feel like I should know who this is, but I don't. Gosh, who are they? This is probably in like the late 70s. Maybe early 80s. Probably more like early 80s. Actually, hold on. His attire is very black. That actually seems a lot more like 90s. Maybe it's late 80s. Let's go like 88. And what are these flags here with the red, green? Oh, actually, they have flags of all types. So it could be anything. This is a beach. Where is this beach? For some reason, I want to say Florida. My first instinct is California, but looking at it again, I want to say Florida. And I don't know why. It's very curious. But then there's another part of me that wants to say like a Mexican beach. Like I don't know. Is Tijuana a beach? Yeah. Ooh, that one's tough. Let's go with, you know what? No, this isn't California. No, I'm going with my gut, Florida. This kind of seems like Floridian architecture over there that you see sometimes, and like at least I see in like Miami, like Miami Beach stuff in like movies and such. Let's say Miami Beach 88. Way the fuck off. Oh my god. Johnny Depp, okay, posing with film director Jim Jarmusch at the 1995 Cannes Film Festival for the latest film, Dead Man. Not a good guess on really many parts. I mean, 95, well, that's not too far off. Lacrum. Ooh, I wish I knew what that meant. That would inform my decision greatly, but it doesn't. I'm thinking that this is probably Greek. Actually, that kind of like mountainous, like almost with the architecture, actually maybe makes me think of a little bit, like maybe Italy, or maybe I'm gonna go with Greece, just because it was my instinct. Let's go with Athens, just because again I tend to go with the big city. There's a big old port right here. Let's just say that it's that port, and that attire is very 70s-esque, maybe. Sleeveless shirts are interesting. A lot of sleeveless shirts in these women. Let's go. Yeah, you know what? We're going. I'm gonna go late 70s. Go 78. I went 88 last time, I think. Let's go 70. Ah, damn it. Dubrovnik, Bosnia. Oh wait, no, not even Bosnia. Wait, where the hell is this? It is Sebenik Znin. What? Where the hell is this? Or is this Italy? Wait, is that a part of Italy? Or no, that's like Croatia. Okay. Jesus, I don't know what the heck is going on here. Okay, I mean, it was a better guess than last time, but it didn't feel better. This looks like it's maybe New York. No, I was gonna say New York because I thought I saw like a Puerto Rican flag, but hold on, that's not the case. Oh my God, it is hard today. Holy crap. Home of famous. This is like Asian King Street. I don't know what that crate there is. It's got like a date here. I mean, that makes it a little bit easier for us. 52. We can at the very least nail the year. 8652. Now it's a matter of where the heck is this? Where is this? What is this? Looks like corn? Maybe? I can't tell what that is. It bananas? I cannot for the life of me tell what the heck that is. This is some kind of like Asian sector though. It looks like I can't really place those signs, but it looks like it's maybe like it does look like it's kind of like American signs. I'm thinking that this is, I almost get like a Boston vibe from like this architecture, but I think I'm gonna go with my gut and say it's like a New York kind of area. I could split the difference and go like Rhode Island there, but let's just go with New York because it feels about right. I'm just gonna go smack dab in the middle of Manhattan. No matter what, we're gonna get the year right. So off. Seattle's Chinatown. Damn. Figuring that one out must be tough. How do you do that? Holy crap. And then they're going to give us a sports one. Come on. Europa League, Bangers, something club, UEFA, Europa League, Enterprise, Strauss. These are just advertisements. Advertisements not really helping. I don't know European sports very well. That's a tough one. I'm not going to spend too much time worrying about that. I see a British flag up there. Let's just go somewhere in Britain. We're just going to go London. It seems appropriate to go London, and we'll just say pretty new. In fact, we'll go very new. We'll say 2022. Hey, I was spot on with the year. Braga Municipal Stadium in Portugal. I see. I'm not gonna delve on that. What are these hats, ladies? What are you rocking? This lady here. Oh. Okay. Well, I hope this isn't incredibly offensive. I don't think they're ladies. It seems this person here is kind of figuring it out themselves, but that's a very manly face. And ma'am, if you are a ma'am, I apologize. Let's just send a crazy guess. We'll just say it's New York, because that tends to be how these kind of things go. We'll just say somewhere smack dab in the middle of New York, and we'll go ahead and just send a 1940 guess. No, 1950 seems a little bit more appropriate. We'll go 1950. Evacuated girls walking. Ooh, they're World War II girls. Ooh, ruh-roh. That's not good for me. That was a really bad score too. Let's just forget that even ever happened. Okay, here we go. All right. I can do this. I can do this one. I know these people. Anthony Mackie, he of course was War Machine. Benedict Cumberbatch was of course a few different things, and Rami Malek. Rami Malek's going to be the hardest one here for me because I can really only think of... I think I can think of 3 movies. Not 3 amazing... Well, we'll save Rami Malek for the end. Let's start with... we'll start with Benedict Cumberbatch. He's been in probably the less movies that I can think of. Let's just send a... Wait, hold on. If I do No Way Home here, 100 million box office, we know that Benedict Cumberbatch is No Way Home. We'll do that one. Oh, that might have been a bad thing. No, it's okay. Benedict Cumberbatch was also Smaug. Desolation of Smaug. We'll send that one for the 3 or more. Anthony Mackie, of course, was in Avengers. We'll just say Endgame for this one. 3 or more word title. We'll say Infinity War, of course. Wait, did I call him fucking... I said War Machine. He's fucking Falcon. Oh my god, dude. My brain is broken. My brain is broken. Oh, I'm actually gonna get canceled. Holy shit, that's crazy. Um, well, let's just get a Cap Civil War there, and then we'll also get a Doctor Strange 2. Yeah, Multiverse of Madness. Why not? Rami Malek now. How are we gonna work with him? Let's see. He was in. I can't remember what James Bond it was, but he was in Night at the Museum. He was in the first Night at the Museum, I believe. Night at the Museum. He was then at the second Night at the Museum. Night at the Museum, Battle of Smithsonian is not the second one. Fuck. No. That wasn't the second one, was it? It was Secret of the Tomb, was it? Oh, Secret of the Tomb. Wait, no, Secret of the Tomb is the third one, right? Damn it. Oh, and then it would be Spectre, I think, is the other one. No Time to Die. Damn it. Oh my god, I did terribly. For what it was, I mean, I actually did pretty good. 8 out of 9 correct, but oh, come on. All right, what do we got here? Challengers and Papillon. I don't know what either of these are. Dustin Hoffman, Steve McQueen. What is this one? Can we get to Zendaya? Or Zendaya, excuse me. Yeah, we'll try to get to Zendaya. What was Zendaya in? She was in a few different things. What am I thinking of that Zendaya's been in? Zendaya has been in Greatest Showman. In the Spider-Man movies, those are probably the best ones that I can think of. Dustin Hoffman, in a lot of the Kung Fu Panda movies. Roald Dahl. We could get Roald Dahl to then theoretically we could get to Matilda. That's a musical, but I don't know that I could really share musicals there. Tell you what. I know exactly the line. Kung Fu Panda to J.K. Simmons. Oh, no, J.K. Simmons was in the second one. Or no, it was the third one. It was the Kung Fu Panda 3, J.K. Simmons, No Way Home, to Zendaya, to Challengers. That was 3. Not great, but hey, we'll take it. That's fine. Okay, here we go. Bandle. What have we got here? Okay, 1983 with 747 million. This is pretty popular song. 83 with 747 million is pretty good. Is this Take on Me? No. Ooh, I thought I was about to bink it like that. What is this? It sounds kind of goofy. Well, I got no guess for that one. Is this this isn't Africa. No. It's almost got like a groove to it, but what the fuck? Wait, what is this? Become a chameleon. Aw, damn. I should have got that one so much quicker. Oh. Well, hey, whatever. We'll have to take it. That was damn. All right. What have we got here? Ooh. It starts with an S. But I don't know what that is. This is this that there's like a piñata or something or other this could be. What the fuck is this? Wait, what? Hold on. I'm skipping a whole bunch here and I'm sorry if you're like trying to play, but this is just confusing. Okay, well it's Snake something. Snake pass. Snake Pass. Wow. That sucks. Okay, what is this? What is this? That foliage is interesting. It's like a older game, maybe like late night. No, 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 early 2000s. Wait, this is. I was gonna say Monkey Island, but no, that's not Monkey Island. This is something else. What the fuck is this? I'm just gonna skip it all the way through. Zuma's Revenge, dude, get out of here, man. Come on. All right, traps, puzzles, betrayals, steampunk, and propaganda. Um, Sherlock Holmes. One of the Sherlock Holmes games tends to have a steampunk label on it. No, okay. Telekinesis, hallucination, plot host. Is this BioShock? We'll go with the original. Yeah, all right, all right. The betrayal really helped there. All right, cool. Right on. Ray's Bait Shop. Wait, is this Jaws? It's I can't remember if I've ever. No, 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 no. Okay. Ooh, bridge, no clue. What? I'm just skipping all the way through. Sex, Lies, and Videotape. Dude, what the fuck is that? I don't even know what that is. All right, come on, come on. Focus up, focus up. Cinetune Nerdle. I love this game. I love this game. I can do this one. All right. Big Tom Hanks, LA Times, China Piano. We're gonna go throw in. That's big, obviously. And Wish is gonna be there. That makes sense. Fire, Burn, and Cauldron Bubble is probably Toil and maybe Wish in there as well. Ooh, Toil. Wait, it's that. Yeah. Adopted Little, Stuart and Mouse is Stuart Little. LA Times, Jack Nicholson, China's Chinatown. Okay, gotcha. Oh, and that's the tragedy of Macbeth. I see, I see. Okay. Um, let's see. Big, Little, yeah, Big Trouble in Little Chinatown. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Okay. Freddy Frozen, Proton Pack. Wow, we got a few different things here. Okay, okay, okay. So start off with Proton Pack. That was really easy. We could do what? Which one is it? Wait, Nightmare, Ghosts. Maybe Ghosts isn't part of it. Rock, Forgives, Movie About a Movie, God, Scorpion. Huh? New? What is? That's Ghostbusters, right? Proton Pack, Ghosts. Is it not? King. Hold on. Scorpion King. I can get that one. Bangkok Forgives God. What? Rock. I'm just gonna try to get this one real quick. Desert probably. Yeah, Scorpion King. Bangkok Forgives God. Drug smuggling. It sounds like it's like a only God forgives. Okay, sure. Sounds like a Jackie Chan something or other. New Ghosts, Frozen, Movie About a Movie, Proton Pack, Empire, Proton Pack, Frozen, and Ghosts. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. That's the new one. Okay, I knew nothing about it. New Nightmare, it says. Okay, sure. This one is Freddy Rock. No. Drug smuggling. I don't know this one, so I'm just like moving it around. Maybe I should be a little bit slower, but I'm not being slow. I'm not being slow at all. Godzilla X Kong: A New Empire. Oh, gosh, it keeps using subtitles, which I don't know of. Crap. Okay. Pierce Brosnan. I really can only think of 007. Chip Dale, obviously. But Chippendale Rangers. What Rangers? It's Rescue Rangers. There we go. Cool. Pierce Brosnan, Gerard Butler, Kidnapper, Grenade, maybe Knife. No, Grenade, Thy Hand. Monty Python and the Holy Grenade. Holy Grail, excuse me. Yes, because they had the Holy Hand Grenade. And then this one, Pierce Brosnan, Shattered. Psycho's Black and White Knife, Shower Motel. That makes sense. Okay. And then in this case, it's going to be No, I was gonna say 007 Pierce Brosnan in like a motel, but no, that doesn't. He probably wouldn't be in a motel. Rescue and Rangers are probably gonna be it here, though. Dale and Chip could maybe. What is that one movie? It's something in Dale. Like I don't remember what it is. There's like a weird like horror kind of movie that's like something in Dale. Um, Thy is weird. That's a weird. I hope that doesn't come up. Holy and Grenade are really making me like put it together. I'm just guessing. Oh, I got nothing. I have really low patience right now. This is not good. Oh, and I got it at the end. Shatter, Chip, Thy. What? Dune Part 2. Damn it. I haven't seen that movie. I've specifically put off reading Dune or watching Dune until I've read it. Remember the Titans is of course going to be what that one is. It's football. Um, and is Denzel Washington in that movie? He is. Okay, good. Storm, Evolution, Underworld, Vampire, Kate Beckinsale, or Sale, or however you say her name. Um, and then, no, not Olympus. Is Evolution? Okay, Underworld Evolution. I see. Okay, yes. Storm, Rogue, Cyclops, and Sabretooth, of course. White House Fallen. Yeah, that's Olympus Has Fallen. Checks out. Titans, Cyclops, Olympus, and Underworld is going to be like Hercules. Yep. Okay, cool. All right. Kind of nailed that second one. Or, excuse me, that last one. This one's an old one. Wait, is this maybe Psychonauts? No, it's not. Third person. Oh. Dude, this is that lizard, man. I don't know his name. Gex. I literally thought Gex too. I don't have the brain capacity nor patience to do with ranked till today. So no go on that, unfortunately. What the smartest pigs build their houses out of bricks in an animated show with sci-fi with Mr. Meeseeks. That one's just too easy. Too easy. Okay, get out of here. I need to order Myrtle at the end of my list here, just because it usually takes a lot of time. This crossword's not so many. I mean, it is, but it's that's difficult. Uttered utterance. Excuse me. I believe a duck with a green head is mallard. Uttered utterance. What the fuck? Big fuel container is like tankard. Probably doesn't have a T there. That would be kind of silly. What is 4 across? Events with dunk tanks and game booths. A fair, maybe? Or a carnival. No. Or, wait, huh? Is fair spelled like that? Hold on, let's see. Wireless speaker brain with palindrome name. Wireless speaker. Beats. Pill? No. Ooh, I'm gonna have to come back to that. This might not be correct, by the way. Fair. I'm not sold on that. Facetiously big number. And it could be million. It could be billion. Peanut butter holder. What? Jar? But how does jar fit with Jillian? Jillian can't be it. Mignon? What? Oh, filet. That's filet. That's easy. I guess that's Jillian, which is crazy. Finished is all done. I hate when it's 2 words. That's cringe. Parking area around the back. Rear something. Big fuel container is what? Hold on. Come back to it. T's on tests is... Dude, these are so confusing. Hits up on Instagram casually. DMs, which is crazy. Dude, what is this word? Like, oh, maybe fair's not it. Hold on. Baltimore's baseball team? Fuck off. Um, Ayano? Iane? Is that what that is? T's on test is what? T's on tests? What? What does any of this mean? Baltimore's baseball team. This one feels like an easy one that I just don't know. Right? Baltimore's baseball team. The Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore. What the fuck? Hold on. What is parking area around the back? Rear. It might not be rear. It might be. Oh my god, hold on. I gotta reveal this word. Moo. Uttered utterance. Oh my god. That's insane. Oh, this is oil drum. Oh my god, dude. Orion's. Ori. What? What is this one? Ori what? Rear. This is rear. T's on test is. What? Truce? Truce? Troom? Trube? Truve? Troop? Trook? Trule? What? What the fuck does T's on tests mean? What does it mean? I'm just gonna go with truce, but I don't feel like that's right. Oreo. Oreo. Oh, dude, I don't know what this is. Hold on, and this one is neutrality topic of importance to the FCC. No, net neutrality. Rear lot. Oriole. What the fuck is this word? Oriole. Orio. Oriole. What the fuck is this? I'm literally just going to reveal this square. And it's not correct. Okay. T's on tests. That's not correct. This is definitely fillet. Right? That's rear lot. Mallard, I believe, is correct. Oil drum. Yeah, that's fine. Orioles is not correct, I guess. This feels like it's maybe wrong. Ooh, this could be wrong. Fair. We're just gonna... Fairs. Sonos. Oh my god. Get out of here. Stop with the music. That was terrible. I did bad. Okay. I love Strands. Strands, every single time I've played it, has been fantastic. So I am happy to play Strands. Starting off, let's get Sours. When it's a date is interesting. It's maybe saying that it's like a holiday, or it's like maybe related to like dating. Boon is a word. That's kind of a word. Near. No, don't take that. That's also not a word. I don't even know why I tried that. Romance is not an option. Trap is a word. Let's get a hint here. What do we got? Dress. Okay. So probably romantic kind of date. So let's go with maybe flower if there's an F on here. I don't see an F. No, maybe candle. Candle could be one. C, no A. C, no A. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe like a steak. I can see like a steak. No. So steg a word? No, I didn't think so. Succulent is what I was going to go with there, but there is no L. So I'm instead going to say succutate. Succutare. Let's stop focusing on other things. Let's go for normal words. Normal words. You do like that's a word, right? No. I guess I probably like if I'm wondering if something is a word or not, I should ask myself if I can even say the word, and if I can't, then it's probably not. I could go Rome. No. Roar. Like no. Let's just go. Okay, well that's not. I don't know what that word means. Roar spelled that way is strange. Tune is a word, of course. Ad nace or eknad dance. Dance is what that is. Maybe we have a music somewhere. That would be easy. I see mu, then no s. So probably not there. We have dress, we have music, we have gift, maybe? Is there a G with an I? G-I, then F. There's still no F, so it would not be gift. Could do... that's not a word, right? Wait, what am I... Hold on, stop. Calm down. Goat? No. Gate is a word. Shit, I just froze there. Not like my computer froze. I just froze. There's a TH here, which is something. Then, of course, is a word. Thing. Thin. Thin is a word. What do we got here? Court? Really? Dress, dance, court. What? Rasta, but it's spelled wrong. Roseate? No, come on. E goes to the D. What is that? E dot? C dot? Rosadot is not a thing. That E there being that little nook is interesting because it's going to be used at some point, but I don't know for what. We could do prompt. No, there's not a P. Well, prom is a word. Yeah, we don't have another P for prompt. This might be the hardest strands that I've done. I had the thought noggin. Doge is I can do Doge. That worked. Okay, crazy. Must have some other meaning because there's no way that's Bitcoin. I just realized there's an X here, which is really interesting. Where does an X fall in line? Dog it. I'm just trying anything at this point. I am just trying anything. I wish I could do rad. Again, it has to be over 3. Raid. Come on. Odex do. to what? Oh, tuxedo. Okay, I see. Tuxedo. That makes sense. Corset. Wait. Corset. No. Corset. Say. Corsage. Stupid. Thin. 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 Mint. Okay. I was about to say, are you fucking shitting me with Thin Mint? That'd be crazy. Um, can't do night. Again, not it not being prom is interesting because I feel like it could fit here with like the general theme. Pror, I don't even know what that word is. Right. What is this? Okay, so the th here is going to be pretty obviously like the start of the word, and then chances are we go to and then thin again makes sense. So it'd be like thin, sinut, sinatine. I guess it could be thig, thib, thig. What the fuck? Sweet. No, probably thin. Thinit. What the fuck is this? Thin. Again, I want to say thin mint. Thin more. I'm just gonna say more because that's a word. I can't believe I haven't done that. That is a huge word. What is this? Boutonniere? How do you spell boutonniere? Oh, fuck me. Boutonniere. Near. Oh, maybe two N's. Boutonniere. How the fuck do you spell boutonniere? That is what this is, I assume, but I don't know what that. This has become a spelling challenge. I've seldom have seen a spelling challenge where they have given you all of the words to spell, and I just can't get it because I just don't know how to spell it. Boot has to be the start of it. Boota. I wouldn't assume that U is there. Nikki AD, how are you doing? Howdy, man. Listen, I'm in a struggle right now. I'm trying to figure out what this word is, and I'm trying to spell boutonniere, because I assume that's what it is. We have a bunch of other words that are related to it. We've got dance, we've got tuxedo, we've got court, we've got dress, we've got corsage, but boutonniere. We have the outlines here. I don't know how the fuck to spell this word. I would assume it is boutonniere, but you have to fit in another N and a U in there, and I don't know how one does that. Boutonniere. Boutonniere. Is that how you fucking spell it? Boutonniere. Oh my god, dude. What the fuck, man? No shot. I don't know that I ever would have gotten. I mean, I guess I might have gotten that if I really like stood here and sat here for another 18 minutes. But holy shit, that word's fucked, man. All right, and then this is just prom night, and there we go, and that's the conclusion of it all. Oh my god. Holy yeah, no shot I would have been able to do it without googling it either. Oh my god. Dude, Nikki, man, had a night tonight, dude. Started a stream earlier. I was doing like a horror game, and for some reason my computer did not like that. Ended up just canceling it, and now I've been live for 40 minutes playing this. I was gonna end it with Myrtle, which is like the most boring thing ever. Oh, but I don't want to do that. That's boring as hell. This is just a logic puzzle. That's what this is. This right here, this game, I find it entertaining, but I'm not sure if it's entertaining as a watcher. I had a day myself. My favorite VTuber did a 14-hour long stream. Fucking A. Which VTuber? Who was it? 14 is a lot. I would love to get to the point where I'm doing 14-hour streams, but I just can't do it with, like what I'm doing now, where it's like I have maybe one or two chatters most at once. If I had multiple chatters, I could really see myself going for a long time, but I don't think I could do it. The Generous, or is it The Generous? Thank you very much. How generous of you. Thanks for the follow. Hope to see you around. Actually, they're still doing it, but after 11 hours, I was like, well, I'm burned out for the night. Fair enough. Yeah, cool tongue, by the way, but what's up? Cool tongue. Crazy thing. I don't even know how to take. I think I'm flattered. I can't tell. I can't tell if I should be happy about that or not. Cool tongue. Thanks. You too. I almost don't even want to play Logico here. Again, I don't think that it makes well for a what's it called? Viewer experience. It's just like a bunch of logic. But fuck it, I'm already here. Let's see what we got. They're called Pomlet VT, since you asked. Let's check them out. Pomlet VT. I might check them out later. I've been watching a ton of VTubers lately, so I especially ones that are at views like this. I tend to prefer smaller streams where it's like my chat messages are actually seen. What the fuck even game is this? Oh, FF. Never mind. I'm never gonna listen to them again. I'm mostly kidding. But I was looking at those lyrics, not lyrics. I was looking at the graphics like, what the fuck is that thing? That's funny. I really have been watching a lot of VTubers lately, though. It started with this one I've been watching. I've subbed to PP Slayer. That's her name. She's this like Romanian chick. I've been watching a lot of her. It started whenever I had a work from home job where I could just have my something up on my monitor. Excuse me. But I'm watching a little bit bigger VTubers as well lately, Rose Doodle and the like. It's fine. I followed them when they were small and a variety streamer. Right on. They only do FF. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Like, do you like FF? Because I think that's the important thing. Because if you like FF, then great. It's a wonderful coincidence. If you don't like FF, then that blows. Like PP Slayer, again, the smaller VTuber that I've been watching, with the ridiculous name, by the way, I fully recognize. She does a lot of things like the climbing game, the difficult climbing game, and the like Faudian type games, which just aren't entirely interesting to me, but I watched her for a while whenever she would just do just chatting stuff. I like them in their community, but I don't like FF. Makes sense. I mean, I'm trying to like it, sure. I have so many friends that like FF. I've got, it's an uphill battle, dude. I get it. I played FF for a little bit because my friends liked it. My roommate is really into FF. Fuck, she was playing it earlier, I think. Was she playing it earlier? I think she was playing it earlier. But, yeah, I've had two different roommates at two different points that have played a ton of FF. Several of my friends are into it, and it's just, I cannot get into it. AQ3D is more my speed. AQ3D, hold on now. This is a little challenge for myself to figure out what the fuck AQ3D is. AQ3D. Something Quest? Not EverQuest, that would be an E. 3D, so it's maybe this was a game that was 2D at one point. It is now a 3D. I'm assuming based on context clues that it's maybe an MMO. What is AQ3D? I can't, hold on, I can look this up. I have the power to figure this out quickly. Adventure Quest 3D. I don't know that I've ever heard of this game before. I'm not a huge MMO guy, to be fair. So it's like, it makes a lot. That's Star Wars. More Star Wars. I fucking love Star Wars. I'm not a huge MMO guy, so that doesn't make like That shouldn't be the most surprising thing that I've never heard of this before. I'm not saying that as as if I'm some authority on the matter by any means. But they do meme stuff a lot. Okay, gotcha. Um, but I've never heard of this before. What is the gameplay like? Is it like I mean I'm is this hold on. Those are later screenshots where it's like this little like more domestic kind of look. I was like, wait, maybe I have played this before. But I think I'm just remembering every other MMO I've ever played in the starter area. It's a very tongue-in-cheek game. Okay, right on, right on. They don't take themselves too seriously. That's good. That's good. That's good for a game. I'm gonna very quickly just look at the gameplay because I am curious what it looks like. Hello, you're loud. Calm down. Oh, big tree. I kind of like the visuals as well. It seems like the kind of game that wouldn't take itself too seriously. Anyway, I'm not an MMO guy. I've tried many times. I wish I was into MMOs. FF always seemed like the best bet if I was to ever be into MMOs, just because of the various things that they have, particularly the fact that you could like have a what's it called? You could have like be efficient even if you're not the primary DPS or whatever. Like I've always been a fan of the idea that you could play a game and be efficient to your guild if you're like a potion crafter or like just a blacksmith. But I like to joke that AQ3D stole WoW's leftover graphics. That's funny. That does make sense. That checks out with what I saw. But you know what? I don't really like WoW's graphics. WoW, I don't like it as what is the word? Anachronistic, where it's it goes across like different times and stuff like that. I'm not a huge fan of that. But I like the general graphics of it anyway, so it's like that's cool. Gosh. Let's see. Oh, I'm unnecessarily tired. I'm gonna say unnecessarily. It's almost 1 a.m. for me. But the game started as a 2D single-player Flash game where you went on adventures. Oh, okay, interesting. Man, I haven't played Flash games in forever. For some reason, you saying started off as a 2D single-player Flash game, for some reason, there's a million of those. But that immediately brought me back to Plasma Burst 2, which is like, that was the Flash game for me. I don't know why. Then they just made spinoff after spinoff. I mean, that's cool. If it's like, I mean, if it ended up working out, I mean, that's sick. I mean, spinoffs and spinoffs and spinoffs of games is how, like, Valve exists, period. Think about things like CS. Like, that is just a thing because of, like, mods and shit like that. So, I mean, like, that's sick. That's cool. That's always kind of interesting to think about. Like, things like Valorant, which are just, like, the hugest thing. Like, Valorant wouldn't exist if it wasn't for modders, which makes a lot of sense. That's very like game culture that you would kind of build up from like modding a game that you like to eventually making a game that you like. Oh, yeah, I'm tired, and I was gonna say I don't like. It's not like I was gonna say unnecessarily, but it's 1 a.m. So it's like it does make sense that I would be tired. And I'm also over here drinking alcohol. I wanted to be loosened up because I was planning on playing a horror game earlier, but then it kind of didn't work out that way. In other news, I just found a video about a bottomless hole. It was both clickbait and a lie because a simple Google search showed it was fake. I think a bottomless hole is impossible. I think if you had a bottomless hole, you would eventually like you would have to either like, because if you had a bottomless hole, right, then you would have to have the globe, and either you have a hole going straight down, which would be like right here, and then it goes straight down into the core of the earth, right? And it's like you can't have that because you have like the core here, and it would be all like fiery and stuff. Well, it's bottomless because no one could find the bottom. Okay, sure. So I guess I could kind of understand that in like if it's like squiggly, and like the bottom's over here, and then it like looped around, and that is why it was bottomless. I guess that would kind of make sense. I was gonna say though, like I guess you could maybe have a bottomless hole in that like if the hole goes this way, then like you wouldn't have to deal with the bottom, right? I think that could maybe be the case. But I do think that this is probably the most likely situation. I wonder if this would even be possible. If like you could do it where it's like off to the side, where it doesn't go through like the core of the earth, because obviously you're gonna have like, like certain like issues coming in play right here if you were to do that. So that's like a no go. We couldn't do that. But I'm curious if this on the right side is possible, where it's like off to the crust or on the crust, but like off to the side and it goes off. I don't know. I'm not a scientist enough to know this. It was both clickbait and a lie because Simple Google Search showed it was fake. That makes sense. Yeah, I found an interesting dichotomy with trying to be clickbaity and not clickbaity because I've been doing some videos for a little bit now and trying to come up. Specifically, my shorts are slightly clickbaity. It's a weird dichotomy. Can I suggest a horror game? You can absolutely suggest it. I can't promise that I'll play it. I don't like horror games. That was part of what I was going to do tonight. What was going to happen is I was Corpse Party. I've heard of Corpse Party. I've actually seen a few things about Corpse Party, mostly because I used to be in like the Homestuck fandom and stuff like that. So it's like I used to see all that kind of shit. But the plan for earlier was I was playing a game. It was what is it? This guy, The Bridge Curse 2, The Extrication. And I was just going to play it until I screamed. And at any point I screamed, I was going to end stream. And that was the idea. And then I was going to hopefully turn that into a video quickly a little bit tonight and then tomorrow and then post it tomorrow as like a long form video. What ended up happening is my computer was being cringe. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I didn't just get a little bit too freaked out just by the concept of playing the game. Because I don't ever play horror games. I can do horror movies. That's okay, but me having to be immersed, I get way too immersed in stuff. It just, I can't do it. Corpse Party, though, I've seen some stuff about it. I haven't, it's been so long since I've looked at anything about it that I can't remember it very well. I know it's these kids in a school, and there's like ghosts about and stuff like that. But gosh, it's been so long. But I know they did a lot of cool shit with it. And it was like in like RPG Maker or something like that, right? I've been playing Dead Space Remake today. Okay, right on. I thought about that. Genuinely, whenever I was thinking about like horror games that I could play for this, for like the thing I was talking about earlier, Dead Space did come to mind. I genuinely might go back and I think Dead Space might be a better thing. Just because it's not like, I don't know, it might be better. I might give that a shot. We'll see. That might end up being a thing I do tomorrow or maybe next week or something. I actually have an idea for stream that I think would be pretty good. That would maybe even be better. I want to get a dog collar that goes off at a certain decibel level and then play a horror game and strap the dog collar to my neck. That would fucking suck. I would hate it a lot, but I feel like it would make decent content. So it's like if I make like a noise, the thing I'm worried about is whether it can go off well enough. I actually literally already bought a dog collar just because I'm curious if this will work. And if it doesn't, then I'm just going to say, I'm just going to have it be like trying to improve in a game or something like that by the dog collar. Either way, I'm going to make some content out of that somehow or some way or another. They completely changed the dialogue to allow the MC to talk. Was that not already the case with Dead Space? I didn't play Dead Space whenever I was younger, because I mean the first Dead Space came out. When did the first Dead Space come out? Let's see. 2008. No. 2008. Yeah. 2008 had a silent production. I didn't know that. Really? His name's like Isaac, I think, right? I guess I always just Isaac Clarke. I always thought that like just because he was just like a dude who had a name, I always assumed that he was like a talking protagonist. How did did he talk in the later games? Like in Dead Space 2? I know Dead Space 2 was like crazy successful. He did. That must be why. So do you think that in the remake, is it good that he talks now as opposed to previously? Or is it bad that he talks now? Because it's like I could totally see that being like it changes the vibe a bit, but at the same time I could see it being like it lines up more within the series. I can see it being either one. But I didn't play the series, so I'm curious what somebody who has played the series thinks of it. I do think it's good, but I'm not that far. Okay, fair enough. I was playing Baldur's Gate earlier. That's what I was doing. I haven't played a game for just my like enjoyment in a hot minute, but I recently booted up another Baldur's Gate gameplay or Baldur's Gate save, which is it's fun. I like Baldur's Gate a lot. It's such a good game. But I might play Dead Space. I might look in. I might. We'll see. Actually, Dead Space sounds like kind of a good one for that shot collar thing I was thinking of. I'm gonna have to see if it works. Again, if it doesn't, well, I'll figure something out. I'll do something with that damn thing. But I might play Dead Space. Sounds like a good idea. Is it on Steam? I'm saying this. If it's not on Steam, fuck it. It's not worth it. Okay, cool. It is. All the Dead Spaces are on Steam. That's good. Dead Space actually has a movie that imitates in tone. Is it good? It's an important question. Video game movies have been Alien. Oh. I see what you're saying. You're saying the Dead Space game was like inspired by Alien. Is that what you're saying? I thought you were saying that like there is a Dead Space movie. Oh, there is actually a movie called Dead Space back in '91. Is this what you're talking about? The most amount of content the most amount of content I really ever consumed from Dead Space was the scene. It might have been the first one, it might have been the second one, I can't remember, but I'm saying Dead Space 1 and Alien are both straight up horror games. Dead Space 2 and Aliens are horror/action games. Oh, okay. And Dead Space 3 and Alien 3 are just action games. Oh, I see. Okay. I gotcha. That's interesting. Was that on purpose? Did they intentionally do that? Do you know? Probably. It's a sci-fi horror alien movie. They probably did that on purpose. That makes sense. I don't know, but it's an interesting parallel. Makes sense. The most amount of content that I ever really consumed from Dead Space was, I've seen the scene where, I don't know if it's 1 or 2, hell, it might be 3, but where it like, you have to go into like your eye or whatever with like a machine needle thing, and it's like kind of hard to watch. I know that scene. And then the other one is in Skate 3. That was Dead Space 2. Okay. In Skate 3, which I have over there on my shelf, you can play as Isaac if you put in a cheat code, and then you get a skateboard that has no wheels on it. And it's like a futuristic kind of skateboard. That is the most amount of Dead Space I've consumed. That part was freaky. It took me 4 tries. Is it hard, or is it just like hard to get through, like squeamish wise? Is it like a difficult thing? While you answer that, I'm gonna be right back. Excuse me. Never mind. No, I'm not gonna be right back. My roommate is in the restroom. It's easy if you have nerves of steel. I see. So it really is just like tanking psychologically your way through the scene. So it's like tough, but you just got to get through it. That makes sense. But as you get closer, Isaac's eye twitches a lot. You know what? Hold on. I'm pulling it up. I'm not gonna make us watch the whole thing, but dude, even that thumbnail's rough. Holy shit, dude. Even that is rough. Hold on. I'm not gonna make us watch this whole thing, but I'm curious about like the
Step 1.
I'm curious about the little bits.
Step 2.
What is the context here? Why does he have to do this?
Cross my heart and hope to die. Stick a needle in your eye.
Oh, come on. That voiceover is rough. Oh, and you gotta like line it up. I see what you mean by his eye twitches. Does it actually like pierce his eye? Oh my god, it does. Ugh. Ugh. That's rough. Oh, and then he's like bleeding. That blows. What is the context there? Why is he doing that? Why is he gotta get his eye pierced? That doesn't sound fun. It's extracting a psychological implanted blueprint from his mind. Okay, cool. Right on. That kind of reminds me, talking about like sci-fi, alien, psychological. I'm just talking right now. I'm gonna swap this. Like psychological. Hold on. Wait. I never used this scene. Does the scene work? I have this set up. I think I have it set up for where it can have like chat going, but I don't know if it works. I've literally never used the scene before. Hey, there you are. Fuck it, I'm not playing a game right now. This is the scene. This is what we're going with. That looks kind of bad, but fuck it, I'm leaving it. That's the context. I mean, whatever. Well, it makes enough sense. I like the psychological implant thing that you're talking about from his mind. That and it being like a sci-fi space kind of narrative kind of reminds me of what was that game? Prey, I think it was called. I need to not have this disappearing text. There we go. I think it was called Prey, or maybe it was called something else, where it's like has like the mimics on the spaceship, and you have what's it called? No. I'm thinking of two different games. There's two games that I always mix up. It's Prey and something else, where one of the games it has like mimics on a spaceship and you have to like walk around and deal with them, and the other one is what's it called? I don't know what it's called, but you like copy your consciousness over to another one. That one's sick as hell. I will say one thing though: the game has one enemy that went for the most threatening enemy in any game to a disappointment. I will say one thing though: the game has one enemy that went from the most threatening enemy in any game to a disappointment. Like from Dead Space 1 to Dead Space 2 are like in the same game. Because that would suck if it's in the same game. If it's from like Dead Space 1 to Dead Space 2, I could like, it's fine, whatever. But like it being in the same game would blow. And yeah, the game I'm thinking of was really fucking cool. Dead Space 1 and 2 to Dead Space 3. I see. Which kind of like that goes along with like them being an action game. Yeah, that sucks. This chat box sucks. Hold on, what am I doing? Ah, not that. Hold on. There we go. Wait, I'm gonna move you. Why does it look like this? Why is it? I guess it's just doing that just because it's trying to fit in. Hold on. We're gonna. I'm moving. I wish I had that cutie emote where she just moves things around all the time on the thing. Whatever. We're gonna leave it at that. It's called the Regenerator. The Regenerator. Okay. And I guess it was just a thing of like going from a pure horror game to. In the first game, it was an unstoppable juggernaut that follows you around from zone to zone. Oh, kind of like a Nemesis from RE2. I think that's what it is. Second game is the final boss. That's sick. Cool. Ew, this thing's gross looking. Ew. Yucky. Regenerator. That's cool though. Third game it was a mook. That's funny. This concept art is neat looking. This in-game art is fucking gross. Like they literally threw 3 at you at once. That's funny. What is this? Strategies. Are these like in-game strategies? Avoid. That must be like in-game like recommendations or whatever. Nope. There we go. What was I gonna say? Oh, there was that one game. Yeah, there was like a game where you like transfer your consciousness over, and it was like a horror. It was like a horror, sci-fi something or other. I can't remember the name of the game, but it was it was all about like making copies of your consciousness, and it was super cool. I always found that to be so interesting. It had some really interesting like psychological um, uh, implications to it all. Um, and then I don't want to I don't want to like spoil it in case like if I can ever find the name of it and it's to be played. But it's got some really cool stuff with like the ending and stuff. Um, anyway, it was super fucking cool. I wish I could remember the name. And at some point, there's gonna be a point in an hour from now where I'm like, this copies of your consciousness. I mean, that's Axiom Verge. Never heard of that. What's up, Toads and Dorbs? How you doing? Never heard of that. Not what I'm thinking of, but interesting. Okay. Um, what is that? Oh, good luck, have fun pledge. Okay. Like, I don't know what that fucking little badge you got going on is. Um, no, it wasn't Axiom Verge. It was pretty recent. I think it came out like after 2015 or so. It was like a sci-fi something or other, and you copied your consciousness over and stuff. Hey, you mind if I suggest one other game that's kind of similar to that, but it's well, of course, yeah, you can suggest whatever the fuck you want, man. Again, no guarantee that I'll play it. Who knows? But yeah, suggest whatever you want. If it's cool sounding and I can think of like a decent way to like make a stream out of it, I'll 100% play it. Axiom Verge is a hella cool Metroidvania, more Metroid than Vania. The second game was meh, but the first game was fire as fuck. Dude, Ghost 1.0 slaps, bro. I know exactly what we're talking about. Toads Adorbs probably knows too. That motherfucker's always playing Metroidvanias, always talking about Metroidvanias, I should say. Um, yeah, what is how many hours do I have? I don't have a lot of hours in Ghost 1.0. I only have 13.1 hours, but the bit that I have played is fucking great. It was totally a diamond in the rough. Yeah, that makes sense. That checks out. I mean, it was one of those games where it's like the only problem I had with it is I didn't feel like I could jump immediately right back into it, which was super ironic because it had like a wrap up, which was super sick. Oh man, that chat box is terrible. No, I did not reach the end. Not at all. Um, I I like I said, I only played like 13 hours of it. I never reached the end, but the bit that I did play was really good. Um, I don't know why it is that I never really got around to finishing it. I just never did. Last time I played it was December of 2018. Um, but one of the things that I really liked was that it had like a recap. Excuse me. If I remember correctly, it had like a almost like a movie style recap whenever you booted the game back up and you like were loading back into your save. And ironically, yeah, you tell me the end. I don't really care. There's something there, I'm sure, with like her being like a AI or excuse me, a real person or not a real person. I know there's hints of it, because it's a massive twist. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm probably not going to play the game. I don't know that I like playthroughs are nice, but playthroughs probably wouldn't make like a good long form video, which is really what I'm trying to do on the stream lately. So it's like I don't know. I mean, like I could play through it. Tell you what, if you wanted to see somebody play through it, I'd play through it. But oh, that's actually super sick. The AI core is just room full of jarred human brains. I dig that. That's an interesting way to do it. Need some AV in your life. AV via Axiom Verge. Let me real quick Google Axiom Verge and see what we got there. What did you say? You said the first one was sick and the second one sucked. The second one was meh. Okay. Axiom Verge. I feel like I've seen this head. I'm looking at like this little like. I didn't mean to do that. Like this little like head right here. Oh come on, that's an image for ants. That I feel like I've seen that head around. Ghost is in fact one of those brains. Nice. Second one didn't suck. It just didn't add anything new to the game. Gotcha. When did this come out? Let's see. PS4 and such. Okay, it came out in 2015. So it's pretty new. It's very stale, not bad, but meh. Fair enough. Metroidvania, blah, blah, blah. Is it on Steam? No. PlayStation, Wii U, Nintendo Switch. Oh, there it is. Okay. Windows, yeah. Okay, it is. What do we got on Steam? It's very good reviews on Steam. Very positive. That's nice. And it's like kind of styled like an 80s game. That animation kind of reminded me of what's that one game with Game Grumps played it with Mike Karuba. Anyway, that's a deep cut. One last question is kind of out of left field. What's up, man? You can ask whatever the fuck you want. You don't have to preface it. The music is baller for Axiom Verge. Right on. Metroidvania with sick music is like a necessity. Top 3 Marvel heroes, dude. I'm a simp for Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man so much. Probably every time Spider-Man's gonna be top of that list. Um, I ooh. I used to be a huge comic fan, or not a huge comic fan, I should say. I used to be a huge fan of the idea of comics. So I wouldn't necessarily read the comics, but I would read, I would watch like videos about the comics and such like that. Spawn. Um, so I'd say Spider-Man's the top for sure. MCU Iron Man's sick. Comic Iron Man, I'm not a humongous fan of, but I do like him. And he's obviously been influenced by Fair but Not Marvel. It was connected with Marvel. It was Image, but Marvel had its connections with it, I believe, right? Like I think that it was distributed by Marvel at one point. There was some weird stuff there, but I know that it is an Image hero originally. So it's not totally incorrect. He is Image Universe. Anyway, yeah, not Marvel. Anyway, I'd probably say Spider-Man. Gwenpool for a little bit was awesome. And then she kind of fell off. Gwenpool fell off. And fuck, dude. I'm putting a lot of effort into this question, and I maybe shouldn't. It's not that hard. Come on, brother. Um, I always loved Iron Man. I loved the technology of it all. I loved the billionaire playboy philanthropist look. Yeah, Gwenpool was sick for a while. Gwenpool was one of those ones that I did read the comic. I haven't read a ton of comics, but I did read Gwenpool's at least like part of her run. But I think like Spider-Man, Gwenpool, and maybe Iron Man though. I'm not like 100% sure about that pick. It could probably be like just 3 Spider-Men of different kinds. It would just be like Peter Parker, Miles, and then like Peter Parker of a different universe or something like that. Like that would genuinely be something that I would do. When Todd McFarlane did a collab with DC and they did Todd Old Spawn, Todd did Spawn versus Batman and DC did Batman versus Spawn. It was neat the way Todd drew Batman was terrifying. Todd McFarlane has sick ass designs. He did a fucking design for an Assassin's Creed character one time, which was interesting. They had that in game. She later got her powers back. She's currently chilling with the X-Men. I didn't know that. I didn't know she was chilling with the X-Men. You know, I often forget X-Men is Marvel. I think because like I grew up with the MCU kind of coming about, and so like I think of them as like a separate thing. And I didn't really consume a ton of X-Men whenever I was younger, but me forgetting about X-Men means that I'm forgetting about like Nightcrawler and like Gambit and shit like that. So like I'm missing out on those. It's maybe not fair for me to do that. I'm really burpy tonight. It's probably the beer that I'm drinking. If it was to be like DC, she's not really a hero, but like I fucking love Harley Quinn. I'm probably gonna get like a Harley Quinn tattoo at some point. I'm not like a huge like Margot Robbie Harley Quinn fan necessarily, but I love Harley Quinn in general. My third favorite is the Venom symbiote, fair, because honestly most people forget the symbiote is a character of its own. Oh, okay, sure. So like not Brock, but like specifically the symbiote. That's an interesting pick. I actually really like that as a pick. I could totally see that. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because he is its own character. I mean, he has his own like desires and stuff like that. Animated 90s Harley Quinn is best Quinn. She's great. But I do really like Harley in her own yeah, the blue and pink hair. I love when she had her own run and I believe it was 2016. Again, one of the few comics that like I actually did read the comics. I actually really also like her in the Arkham games. She has a cute little arc through that. But I mean, Harley from the 90s show, I mean, like, yeah, that's, you can't be mad at that. I mean, it was so good that it created Harley Quinn in that show. So I mean, like, you can't be mad at it. Did you know that it was explained why the symbiote was crazy at first? Ooh, let me think about that. Hold on. Why was the symbiote crazy at first? I don't know. I'm trying to think if I can remember that, but I don't remember that. Why is it? Its first host was a genocidal alien. Oh, was that in the did they talk about that in the like Venom verse? That's not the name of the comic run. There was a comic run where it was like a bunch of Venom stuff. Did they talk about it there, or was it that might have just been in some other thing? But I know they did do like a Venom verse storyline or whatever. That was I apparently was really good. I think I heard. I had a friend that read it, and he was talking about it quite a bit. Um, I really liked, for some reason, whenever I think about like now they did a storyline where he came back for the symbiote. Oh, I bet that was pretty cool. Around what years was that, if you can remember? Because I feel like that's the kind of thing that like doesn't really get explored in a lot of other media. Because that's the problem with comics, right? Is it's like you won't often. I think 2018. Oh, okay, so it was news. It was new. Still, that's sick. The problem with comics is it's so niche that like you don't get a lot of people consuming the media, and you end up having to rely on like TV and movies to really back you up with that. And of course, that's where like I consume stuff whenever I was younger, via like Sam Raimi movies. Obviously, Spider-Man 3 was my first introduction to Venom. I think it might have been the Spider-Man TV show from the 90s. I can't really remember exactly, but either way, like you need like TV and movies to really make it to a wider audience. That's the kind of story that I imagine would be pretty sick in like a consistent show or whatever. Venom's recent spawn bonded with Eddie to save the symbiote. Sleeper. Okay. Okay, right on. Bonded with Eddie to save the symbiote. I see. Okay, cool. Yeah, Eddie's I like Eddie's story a lot as well. I had a friend that read his run where he was Agent Venom. That was Eddie, right? No, that was Flash Thompson. What am I fucking saying, bro? Um, right? Agent Venom was Flash Thompson. Eddie Brock was kind of doing his own thing, right? Hold on. I believe it was Flash Thompson. He went off to war, got his legs like blown off, and then like got the Venom symbiote. Yeah. Okay, Flash Thompson. Yeah. I'm being silly here, but yeah. So I know he like went to war, got his legs blown off, got the Venom symbiote like to help him walk, and then he Agent Anti Venom. Okay, yeah. I see. And then he like was able to do stuff. I heard it was a really great run. Again, I had a friend that read it, and he would talk about it a lot. We were roommates at the time. He would talk about it a lot, and he really liked it. Coincidentally, my number one pick. Okay, so it's Agent Anti Venom, Gwenpool, and then like the Venom symbiote. Okay, right on, right on. Another Spider-Man esque and Gwenpool enjoyer. We are men of culture. I'm gonna be right back, gentlemen. Give me one. yeah. I'd really like to see media do Got a Drink While You Were Gone. Hell yeah. I actually probably should have gone and got more water. What are you drinking? Um, I'd like to see more media outside of comics do Venom, because it really really sucks that like Spider-Man 3 was the first like big introduction for them. Sunny D. Hell yeah. Got to get that vitamin D. Fuck yeah. I actually could go for some Sunny D right now. I gotta finish this beer though. I gotta finish this beer and then I got some water. Um, but like it's unfortunate that I should really. I'm gonna bring my camera over just a little bit. Oh, it's slow, but we're getting there. There we go. That way I'm looking more at chat. That makes sense, right? I didn't like any non. Oh, dude, come on, really? I mean, like, look, nobody's gonna say that Tobey Maguire wasn't good. I'm with you that like it's kind of a old opinion at this point. I'm really like, what's it called? Just spouting shit that's already been said. But I genuinely believe that Maguire was a great Peter Parker, an okay Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield was a really, really, really good Spider-Man and not a very good Peter Parker. But I genuinely believe that Tom Holland is the best of both worlds. Like, Tobey Maguire is wonderful, and he holds a special place in all of our hearts. But his Spider-Man is really stale at times, and that isn't helped by like the costume, for example. He was the jumping off point, 100%, absolutely. And you can't let. Like, I'm not saying like no disrespect to him. It's great. He really is awesome for all superhero movies. Oh, absolutely. I mean, there were others like in the '90s, but they were. But yeah, I mean, Tobey Maguire did a fucking great job, and it's kind of corny because of that. And like, obviously, you had Sam Raimi, who just in general his stuff is just going to be kind of corny. But I genuinely think Tom Holland is the perfect Spider-Man. He nails Peter Parker being a dork. He's a great witty Spider-Man at the same time. He's awesome. Tom Holland is fundamentally unlikable to me. Really, like Ezra Miller unlikable. What? It pisses me off that Felon is still allowed to be Flash while Grant Gustin is the only Flash. I mean, like, sure, that makes sense. Ezra Miller, fucking poo poo. Is Grant Gustin the dude from the show? I didn't like the show very much, but he was, yeah, okay. He totally was like a good Flash. I'm not a fan of the show just for like a few different reasons. I kind of just don't like the Flash in general, just as it is. I'm just not a fan of him as a hero, but he really did a great job. I'm totally with you there. But Tom as unlikable as Ezra Miller, man, dude, Tom's great. I mean, I got problems with Tom, like as an actor in general. I don't think he's like an amazing actor, but I think he's a great Spider-Man. Flash is my favorite non-Spawn hero. Okay, right on. Hey, I mean, respect. I just think the Flash is kind of like lame a little bit. It's like, oh, he goes fast. Oh, he's got the Speed Force. Wow. And I mean, hey, Spider-Man's my favorite hero, so it's like, who am I to talk? They have like the web and shit like that, where it's like they can go across the Spider-Verse, so who am I to say shit? But I want to like this Flash, I really do. But especially like the show, so often in the show, it was just like, oh, I'm Barry Allen, I'm the fastest man alive, and then every single episode, someone's just faster than him. Flash is OP as fuck, 100%. And has the coolest villains, Eobard Thawne. Dude. Coolest villains? He's Flash, but the opposite. He's reverse Flash. Like, come on, dude. That's so silly. Hysterical, sure. I'm with you. But the coolest? I mean, maybe coolest in that you have, like, that Mr. Freeze looking ass, but whoever that guy is. Flash is, he also has like the boomerang guy. That's a Flash villain, right? The Flash is so dorky. I'm with you that he's OP. Like, yes, the Speed Force lets him do like anything, but oof. Technically, Flash is a pretty good character in the comics. He's one of the few heroes that makes his villains feel bad because he believes they can do better. I actually love that about the Flash. I'm with you on that. That's actually a great point. Like, I love the little moments I've seen in comics where it's like Flash is like he really actually genuinely realizes that like these people are just like in need of help, as opposed to like Batman, who just like locks them up in Arkham, whereas Flash is like, these are fucking people who are on hard times, and if I can make their lives better, then like I'm gonna try. Like, I 100%. Flash is like a character is sick, where the heroes are talking about the Flash, where the villains are talking about the Flash. Maybe burst out laughing. That's funny. That's great. I don't know that I know explicitly what you guys are talking about, but in general, I know the concept, and that, yeah, I like the Flash in that way. That is true. But as just like a general just idea of a hero, it's so dorky. It's so dorky. And again, I love Spider-Man, so it's like, who am I to talk? I'm over here like, it's a man who has spider powers. Thwip. Let me go into the Spider Verse. Like, I know that it's stupid, but Flash has what does he have? He has Reverse Flash is his main villain. It's just the Flash, but the opposite. They have the Speed Force to ensure that they can like, do all of the various powers. They have like the personification of death, I think, as like there's like a speed death guy or something like that, I think, which is fucking wild. What do we got here? Wow, Imgur, you suck. All right, this is as oh, I can, there we go. My camera's in the way, but fuck it. That can't be true. I mean, what about the rogues? They operate there all the time. That says more about them than anyone else. I personally think they're nuts. No, no, see, Batman will break some bones. Superman will toss you in an iron heights. But the Flash, he'll talk to you, give you a chance. It's the worst to be reminded you could be better. That's a great line. It's the worst to be reminded you could be better. That's great. That was a Batman animated series episode that was really good as well, right? The one where they like where it's just like a bunch of villains playing poker. It's been so long since I've seen Batman the animated series. I don't remember it all that well, but I know that was one of the most popular episodes, and really kind of like innovative episodes as well. I threw a rock at him. Is that from that episode? I'm unfamiliar with that. Ew. I've gotten to the dredges of this beer. I am setting it aside. I am not drinking that anymore. Yeah, Batman said it as Killer Croc. It's funny. One of the villains just stole a shit ton of money from Flash's town, and while they're talking about the Flash, he's just sitting outside the door listening to him with a menacing glare. That's funny. That's funny. Comics are interesting. Like I said, I never really like read a bunch of comics. I mostly just like watched people talk about comics. But I recently went through and read all of Invincible. I had watched the first season and then saw a ton of spoilers about the comic, which really made me interested in the comic, because Invincible season 1 covers like the worst part of the comics, except for like Omni-Man being like an asshole. Like, that's great. But like, I didn't read, so I saw all those spoilers, which made me interested in it, and then I went back and I read the entirety of the comic run, and that was super sick. And then I watched season 2, and that was really neat in like a few different spots. But other than that, I just never got around to really keeping up with a ton of comics. I read the occasional Spider-Man comic. I read some Harley Quinn comics. What else have I read? Some Spider-Man connected comics. A lot of Spider-Man and Harley Quinn, honestly. The death battle between Omni-Man and Homelander. Did Homelander just immediately die? Because that's like the only way that it could have gone. I mean, that's one of those things where it's like, what is it? Nuclear warhead versus coughing baby? I mean, like, Homelander ain't shit. It was 100% a curb stomp, as it should be. I mean, yeah, anybody who actually genuinely thinks that there's like any fight against them just hasn't seen both shows. Spawn is more busted than people give him credit. Sure, he has an energy bar, but that's more of a formality. The only real way to kill Spawn is get his ass into the dead zone, a certain sector of heaven, and slay him with a holy weapon. Good luck even getting his ass in heaven. I have absorbed pretty much nothing about Spawn. Like, I just know that he looks badass, and everybody who like consumes Spawn content is like, Spawn's awesome. But I think the only bit of Spawn that I ever really interacted with was when I was a kid. I watched the movie, which is like bad. I think the movie's bad. It didn't connect with me as a kid. I know that. But Homelander started it by killing Debbie. Omni-Man then started with a single promise. Spawn weighs like 4,000 pounds. That sounds like some bullshit from comics. That checks out. I'm gonna make you eat your own heart. And then it ended, I assume, by him eating his own heart. Yeah, like I said, I think anybody who yeah, I think anybody who genuinely thinks there's an argument there between Omni-Man versus Homelander just straight up hasn't seen both shows, because they are just two very different power levels. Spawn weighing 4,000 pounds is very much seems the weight comes from the concentrated ectoplasm that makes up his body. Okay, sure. Yeah. That is ridiculous enough comic logic that, yeah, I could totally see that. Checks out. Checks out. Concentrated ectoplasm. Ectoplasm. It's like ghost shit. Grade A comic bullshit. Exactly. Yes. What is it that Comic Drake always says? Because comics. Yeah, because comics. That checks out. I gotta change out of this shirt. This shirt's too small for me. I wore this shirt I'm kind of bulging out of it. I've been hitting the gym lately, and then I've been hitting the fast food lately. I'm bulging out of this shirt. Oh my. The new 52 Starfire was thoughty as fuck. Can I link a scene from a comic? Sure, man. MG links should be good. If MG links aren't good, my chatbot might automatically ban it, and then I will just click it anyway because I can just click it. Kind of cute she was. I think the DC animated movies, like the really recent ones, were heavily inspired by the New 52 run. And I like Starfire and Dick's relationship in those movies. Those are very fun. Where she's like... I've seen there are several videos around on YouTube of her and Dick like being like horny for each other or whatever, which is like kind of cute. It's like what you would expect from like, late teens, early 20s superheroes or whatever. But no one talks about how Dick Grayson was. Oh, I didn't even know that. That took me a second. I had to translate that. Yeah, nobody talks about it. I don't even know what it is in the comics. Yeah, I think I've maybe seen like one instance of that happening, but I don't know what it is off the top of my head. But yeah, Dick Grayson has gone through some shit, which just checks out. Like, if you're part of the Bat family, you're just like setting yourself up for a life of pain. It's like, are you going to have like, I guess he wasn't part of the Bat family at the time, but it's like your parents die in like a circus accident, and like you become like a crime fighting child. You probably develop like PTSD or some shit, and then like that happens, I guess. And then what, you have some issues with like relationships, surely. You have to eventually see, let's see, you could have another one who it's like you just start off by stealing some tires, and then eventually you die from the Joker, and then become like your own homicidal maniac. If you're Barbara, you lose your legs, or at least ability to utilize said legs. And then like, if you're Damien, you're just a fucking asshole. And then eventually, well, Damien actually is Damien the only one that was better off before he was a Robin? Or excuse me, better off after being a Robin? He might be the only one. Despite the fact that Dick was massive hate for Bruce, which is why he left the city, Bruce still loves and trusts Dick more than anyone else he's ever met / has contact with. 100%. I mean, Dick is, yeah. I mean, that just checks out, And it's like all the instances where it's like Batman has died. It's It's like Dick can just step in and be Batman. I think I read actually a little bit of Nightwing run where he like went off to Bloodhaven. Only a little bit though, never much. I always thought that Nightwing's outfits, one of the things that always appealed to me most was Nightwing's like sick ass red and black outfit, and then I started that run, or excuse me, sick ass blue and black outfit, and then I started that run and it was like red, and I was like, man, this is kind of poo poo, but Dick is awesome. I always loved Dick. Don't take that out of context. Fucking goddamn it. Why did I say it like that? Yeah, whatever. I'm running with it. That's where we're at now. What do we got? Comic BS, huh? Here we go. All right. Miguel O'Hara, what are you doing this time? You left me to fight all those shocking robots so you could change costumes. Did you even try to save that girl? Wait, I was brain stuffed with Doc Ock, so I don't know what's been happening. But I'm off to fight with Green Goblin, and I could do with some help, old buddy, old pal. Yeah, sounds just for stupid enough to be right. I actually think I did read this comic run. I fucking loved Superior Spider-Man. I know a lot of people hated it because like Peter Parker died, but I think as far as I understand, like the general consensus is kind of turned around on that fact that it's like, hey, like Superior Spider-Man is actually sick as fuck. I loved it, dude. It was awesome, and it came to an end eventually, and it's like that was always gonna happen, you know. But I do think I read that, or it was like Spider-Verse or whatever. God damn it, Totes. It's kind of poo-poo, but Dick is awesome. I always loved Dick. It's kind of poo-poo. Ew, I look gross for this. Dick is awesome. I need to sit up. I got like, ugh. That's funny. Oh, there we go. Now I look hot. Ooh, I need to mew more. That's what I need to do. Posture check. Posture check, boys. Hey, you got good posture? Hey, hold on, wait. You drinking water too? Agua check. Stay hydrated. I really was leaning like a motherfucker. Oh my god. Oh, my back actually hurts. Holy shit, that really wasn't necessary. Oh. I am mostly because I just woke up. It's 1:45 a.m. What time is it for me? It's 1:45 a.m. Yep. Got to refill the water reserves before going back to beer. I think I'm done with beer tonight. I've been trying to like kind of learn a little bit of some cocktails, and kind of learn what I like and stuff like that with cocktails. So I've been making some a little bit lately, and I had one earlier. It was a gin and tonic, but I just was fucking around and finding out. So the problem this is stupid. So the problem I had is I made like a Manhattan the other day. I think it was Manhattan, where it's like I needed sweet vermouth. But the sweet vermouth, I have a big bottle of sweet vermouth, and sweet vermouth goes bad, so you got to keep it in the fridge. So I'm like, well, I got to utilize this sweet vermouth in some ways. So today I went out and I bought some gin as well, and I made a gin and tonic, and I was like, okay, gin and tonic tastes fine. Like, it was my first time having a gin and tonic tonight. Well, then I have tonic and sweet vermouth in the fridge, and I got to utilize both of them. The tonic's not going to go bad necessarily for a while, but it's going to go flat. And the sweet vermouth is going to go bad. So I just made a gin and tonic and sweet vermouth tonight, which was weird. Just threw it on the rocks and then just like stirred, and it was fine. It was a sweeter gin and tonic. But I didn't want to make like another one, so I ended up having this beer. Nothing beats screwdriver for me. It's the healthy way to drink. Back in college, I'd bring a water bottle filled with screwdriver that I sipped on all throughout my classes. Get that Vita C. That's funny. Healthy. Is orange juice healthy? It's got like a lot of sugar in it, doesn't it? I mean, I guess like, again, like, you know, vitamin C, like you said, get the vitamins, necessary vitamins, but I would be afraid of like sugar intake, for example. Most screwdrivers I had would be in the form of like my roommates drink a lot of malts, right? So it's like like Smirnoff little beverages that are not quite beer, but malt beverages, and they love the Smirnoff screwdrivers. Oh my god! Oh, I had an absolutely awful experience with one of those. Malts give me heartburn. Same with Mountain Dew. Too much damn sugar. That's fair. I get it. So I had a situation once upon a time where it was actually probably about 3 months ago, maybe. I had been getting into VR chat, and I was going to like VR chat bars, and doing like VR chat drinking games and such. And the thing you got to know if you don't know about VR chat is people like to drink like crazy in those fucking games. Easy there. Hold on now. Easy. Um, a lot of times people drink, and again, often over 21. But so a lot of people like to drink a ton on VR chat. And one of my roommates was drinking one of those screwdrivers, one of those Smirnoff screwdrivers, and they didn't finish it. They just took a few sips and then put it back in the fridge, because they were done drinking for the night. They ended up drinking less than they wanted to. I took a few shots to get kind of going, and then I was hanging out with some people in VR chat drinking, and again, people drink like fucking crazy in VR chat. I ended up going to a table where it was a drinking game. At this drinking game, I went to get I needed something. The anaphylactic shock. Yeah. I've seen that story. I know about that. Yeah, shit like that is wild. But anyway, so I needed a new drink after being in this drinking game for just a little bit, so I went and grabbed the Smirnoff. The problem is, I think it was Smirnoff. Let me pull up and see if I can find the size of this fucking can. It was one of these guys, okay? And these things are tall as hell. You can see it's a pint. Wait, hold on. Wait, no. Is it bigger than this? Hold on. Is it just one of these pint ones? It might be one of these pint ones. It's one of the ones in the can. It wasn't one of these bottles, right? Where it's like, that's 11 ounces. That's like a regular beer bottle. This was 23.5. There you go. So it was like twice as much as like a regular beer. So I was drinking one of these that had only had a tiny bit taken out of it. And the way that these VR chat drinking games worked is it was a table, and you would spin, and it would land on something that you had to do, and you just go in a circle, and when it's your turn, you go up and you spin the thing. So I go up, I grab a new can, I go, everybody, give me one moment. I go over, I grab the can, I come back, I'm like, hey, I'm back. It's my turn to spin? Okay, so I go up and I spin, and it lands on drink a third of your drink. Again, keep in mind, I just got a new drink, and it's a fucking tall boy. So I'm like, you gotta be shitting me, but okay, fine. I'm already kind of tipsy, and I'm hanging out with these people, so I'm like, yeah, why not? So I drink a third of my drink. It's a lot, but it's whatever. Comes back around to me, all the way back around, through like 8, 9, 10 people. Comes back to me. I spin again. It lands on the same goddamn thing. Keep in mind, it's not as if it's the same place. It's a digital table. It can swap around. So previously, the thing said drink a third of your drink. It moved areas. Spun, landed on the same thing. Drink a third of your drink. I'm like, well, I'm not a pussy, so I drink a third of my drink. Again, now I've drank I got a bunch of orange juice flowing around in here. I'm already a few shots deep. Then, because I'm fucking electric with all these people that I don't know who are like kind of socially anxious or whatever, I'm talking it up. Everybody's loving what I'm having to say, which means anytime it spins and it lands on something that says buddy shot, which means you take a shot and somebody else you choose takes a shot, they pick me because I'm just that goated, you know? So which means I'm taking shots on other people's turns or just taking drinks, more orange juice. I've never been this drunk. Okay, drinking games ends. I'm wobbling around. The other thing with VR chat, you don't know how drunk you are in the VR headset until you get out of the VR headset. I get out of the VR headset, I'm really drunk. Okay, but I'm like, whatever. I'm just gonna sit on the floor for a little bit. So I go right over here, and I just sit on the floor, and eventually, I don't really remember what happened, but at some point, I just go and puke everywhere onto the fucking carpet, onto it. It spewed, it went over and like got onto like my trash and stuff like that. It got onto my fucking chair, the one that I'm actually sitting on right now, which really sucks. I had to, no, not on my keyboard, thankfully. I was sitting on the ground, so it just went like it just went like under my desk a little bit. I eventually had I cleaned it all, so like the chair is fine now. But and I went deep cleaning. But the problem is, I then went to the bathroom to clean my mouth because I just fucking vomited everywhere, and I fell asleep in the bathroom. I I I I think I was just at the toilet because I think I threw up a little bit more into the toilet. Ended up falling asleep on the toilet or next to the toilet with my head hanging over it. I didn't wake up until I think 6 hours later, whenever my roommate on the other side of the house, he doesn't even use this bathroom, but he came to weigh himself because we have a scale in our bathroom, and there's four people in the house total, and two of us use this bathroom and two of them use that bathroom, and he came to our bathroom to use our scale, and I walked out of the bathroom at the exact same time that he turned the corner to go into the bathroom. It was like that fucking meme from Umbrella Academy. We just looked at each other and we were like, and it was really early in the morning. I was wondering why he was over here, and he was wondering why I was awake so early. Newsflash to him, I had kind of been awake for a while. Anyway, come back in here. I then spend much of that day just cleaning all of the puke that I puked up. It was bright orange. It was awful. So if you can believe it, I haven't had screwdrivers in a hot minute. It was terrible. I only ever got blackout drunk once, and it was with Kraken. I've never had Kraken again. That's funny. Oh, man. Sorry to hear about that. No, it's fine. It was me learning my limits. And it was me learning that VR chat drinking is dangerous. The acid reflux coming out would suck ass, vomiting screwdrivers. Fortunately, I was drunk enough at the time that I don't remember what it felt like. So that's the benefit of being blackout drunk, is you don't know what it's like being blackout drunk, and you don't have to deal with the bad things about it. You have to deal with it the next day. Believe me, I was hungover. But I don't remember what the puking was like, so that's cool. That was awful. But again, learn your limits. Have you heard of the disappearance of Dennis Martin? No, I have no idea what that is. Hair of the dog always fixes a good hangover. I've come to just drink Gatorade, and it helps a little bit. Gatorade and a ton of water. Hair of the dog, I mean, that's like that. That's like kind of like a what is it? It's like a home remedy thing, or Waffle House. That's what I needed, dude. Waffle House sounds great right now. Holy shit, I'm not even drunk, nor hungover. I'd totally believe that Waffle House would have helped. Usually I go for donuts, which is like, meh. Hair of the dog is just take a shot when you wake up. Ooh, God. I think I might have just the thought of like the mindset I was in whenever like that next morning, I think I would have just thrown up again. That sounds terrible. It's a mysterious story that's been on my radar for a while. Been thinking about digging into it again to see if there are any breaks on the case. Okay, it's like a true crime thing. No, I've seen a few of those like true crime thing. I'm gonna take my headphones off real quick. Oh gosh, I forget that I don't need to have my headphones on for this. Like I'm not like listening to anything. I'm staring at my alerts if I see anything pop up. We're just gonna hang out with. How does my hair look? Think my hair looks good? No, it kind of looks poo poo. Whatever. We're leaving it like that. Oh man, that actually looks terrible. More like a conspiracy thing because of how batshit insane the case is. Okay. interesting. I was curious why it was called that in Google. Is originally the expression referred to a method of treating a rabid dog by hair from the dog was placed in the wound. So in a sense, having another drink is like taking hair from the dog that bit you. I see. Conspiracy thing, how batshit insane the case is. I've had like a passing interest in true crime stuff before. Not incredibly. Fuck, what was it called? Disappearance of Dennis Martin. I'll do a quick little thing. More batshit than Jody. Jody what? You guys probably know more about true crime stuff than I do. On the surface, it looks like a Bigfoot kidnapped a kid and the police are covering it up. Okay, hold on. Here we go. We got this here. All right. Dennis Lloyd Martin was an American child who disappeared on June 14th, 1969 in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park in Tennessee at the age of 6. The search effort was the most extensive in the park's history, involving approximately 1,400 searchers in a 56-square-mile area. Dennis Martin, a 6-year-old resident of Knoxville, was visiting the Great Smoky Mountains National Park along with his father, grandfather, and older brother on Father's Day weekend in 1969. Came a trick with his family. Next day, hiked near the Appalachian Trail. Martin disappeared on June 14th at 4:30 while planning on surprising the adults with his brother and other children from a separate family the Martins were camping with. He was last seen by his father going behind a bush to hide, intending on surprising the adults with the other children. After not seeing him for 5 minutes, and when all the other children had returned to campsite, his father became concerned and began searching for him. His father ran down the trail for nearly 2 miles until he was sure he would not have gotten any further. After several hours, they sought help from National Park Service rangers. Marked by steep slopes and ravines, wild animals, a downpour broke out shortly after. Ooh, he had everything going against him. Holy. Temperature went to 50 degrees. Fuck. Jodi Ann Arias. The footage of Jodi in the interrogation room is hysterical. Amber Heard level of insanity. Ugh. See, people having like mental breakdowns and such like that, like, oh, that just like that gets to me and like makes me uncomfortable kind of thing. I don't know if that's exactly what it is, but the unsuccessful search for Martin led the National Parks to review and amend its policies on searching for missing persons. The 3 main theories exist that happened to Martin. The first is that he became lost and perished from exposure or some other cause, likely not long after its first night. This is the most probable theory, according to park officials. The second is that he was attacked by a hungry bear, or less likely, feral pig, and carried off. The third is that he was abducted, taken out of the park by something or someone. His father was a proponent of the third theory. On the afternoon that Martin disappeared, tourist Harold Key and his family heard an enormous, sickening scream. Shortly thereafter, witnessed an unkempt, rough-looking man running up the trail near where the scream had come from. Key looked on as the man got into a white car and abruptly sped off in it. Park rangers and the Federal Bureau of Investigation concluded there was insufficient evidence to link the sighting to Martin's disappearance, particularly given that Key's sighting was approximately 5 miles away from where Martin disappeared, the exact time of the sighting being unknown, and the lack of trails connecting the two sites. I didn't hear the car thing, so not Bigfoot. That's exactly what I was thinking of. You said Bigfoot, and I was like, so as I was reading that just there, I was like, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt that like he probably just like forgot that. I do like the idea that Bigfoot can drive a car. I'm a fan. Pedal to the metal. I'm a fan of that. You know what? That's my 4th theory, by the way. We've seen that there are those 3 theories. My 4th theory is that it was indeed Bigfoot, and he just drives a white car, and he just took the kid and like stuffed them in his pouch, because Bigfoot has like a pouch. We all know this to be a fact, is that he has like a kangaroo pouch. And he ran off and got into a white Prius and just fucking gassed it after like a crazy yell. And then him and his feral pig animal pet ate him later. That's what happened to Dennis Martin. Fucking get on it, police. Who is Jodi Ann Arias? Murder of Travis Alexander? Is that what it is? Yes, seems to be. The video I saw omitted the car part. It probably in order to make it seem more probable that it's Bigfoot, but really that's just what the general public is not willing to accept, is that Bigfoot can drive a car. But that's just because all you sheeple out there aren't ready for the facts. Let's see. So is this just like one of those situations, the Jodie Ann thing? Let's say the murder of Travis Alexander. Um, Alexander sustained 27 stab wounds. Oof. Interesting story. Yeah. It kind of reminds me of the what was that? Oh, what was that thing where it's like I think the kid's name was Bobby. It was like this little kid that like ended up like falling into a river or something like that, and he got like taken down the river, and then the family put out like a search to see if they could ever find Bobby. Kind of reminds me of that. Or it also kind of reminds me of that lady whose poor fucking baby got eaten by the dingo, and then people like blew her up because they were like, the dingo didn't eat your baby, and then it turns out that the dingo 100% ate her fucking baby, which is like, ugh, that's rough. That sucks. Dingo ate my baby. Yeah, poor lady. That's so awful. It's that's kind of like that one like McDonald's coffee lady who people were like, man, you got burns from your McDonald's coffee. It was just kind of warm. But it's like, no, like this lady actually got incredibly high degree burns from this fucking coffee. And all she wanted was McDonald's to pay for the bill. And then they fucking never did, and instead like put a whole ass like hit campaign against her. I think she did that intentionally for the payout. See, that's what everybody thinks, but no, because she was originally not seeking a payout. All she wanted was McDonald's to pay for her hospital bills, and then McDonald's basically put out a smear campaign against her, and was like, "Hey, no, like this lady's crazy. It was just warm." Um, but I think she later, that's the thing, I think like the 400K or whatever was a later thing where she was then like, hey, McDonald's, no, like this wasn't a scam. Like I legitimately got like third degree burns on my skin because your coffee was made way too hot. And I think that's what she got the money for, is because she was like, this smear campaign's bullshit. You need to throw that out. And I think that's what happened. I don't remember the exact details, but basically the bulk of it is McDonald's put out this crazy smear campaign against her to make her seem like she was scamming them, but she wasn't. She like legitimately got majorly injured. Again, it's kind of like that dingo thing. Like people, like that lady was like, a dingo ate my baby, and everybody was like, a dingo didn't eat your baby. That's stupid, dumb lady. Like, get out of here. But then like upon further investigation, a dingo absolutely ate her fucking baby. But it's like, oh, it just sucks. It's so unfortunate that these people are like crying these things, and then it's like, whoever is just like, nah. But at the same time, it's like they're saying man because it's like people do genuinely try to scam and say wild shit, and it's like, oh, that sucks. That sucks. So much of that is just terrible. When real like genuine bad things happen, it's just so unfortunate for these people. Um, what was the was this at the Liebeck versus McDonald's? Yeah. Highly public. It was back in 1994. God, I thought it was newer. I will admit I'm kind of a conspiracy theorist. I mean, I'm a self-aware conspiracy theorist who just wants to believe there's something more magical to our world. I don't share the same sentiment. I'm incredibly what's the word? Not critical. Though that is also correct. I don't believe in the supernatural, which is like kind of unfortunate. It makes things less fun, but unfortunately, that's just how I tend to be about things. Let's see. I don't mean supernatural stuff. What kind of conspiracy theories, though? I mean, you mentioned things like Bigfoot. Nothing is more magical than the fact that men have a courtesy flap to separate the junk from the trunk. Huh? What? I got like I'm a dude, in case you can't tell, right? So I'm over here trying to figure out like, okay, junk from the trunk. what is what is hold on. let's let's are you how do I talk about this with still fitting in TOS? Hold on. Not that like anybody's actually reviewing my VODs or whatever, but like, still. Let's see. So like, are we talking about all right, hold on. We're talking about you're saying separate the junk from the trunk, right? So is the courtesy flap the I don't even the sack. Okay, that's what I thought. That's okay. That makes sense. Oh my god. Dude, you fucking sent me with that one, man. I didn't know how to deal with that. The built-in courtesy flap. Because we're gentlemen. Oh my god. Oh. I should stand up more. Hold on, that's what we're doing. This is how the stream is now. Hold on. I gotta adjust this a bit. Wait, hold on. Let me get in a decent position. There we go. This is the stream. This is... Fuck, I'm out of camera. There we go. Oh, no, I can adjust this. I can adjust this. Oh, I'm slowly moving. I'm slowly moving. There we go. There we go. Anyway, the kind of stuff I'm talking about is like story of the Burning Man of Brazil. I'm unfamiliar. Brazil don't fuck around. The gangs down there are the police. Oh my god. Yeah, I think we're talking about like slightly different things here, but yeah. I don't know what the Burning Man of Brazil is. There we go. I'm in frame there. He was a farmer who got hit by a ray of radiation from space that caused massive radiation poisoning. What the fuck? What was the cause of that? Are aliens fucking like nuking us? Was it like a solar flare or some shit like that? When COVID started to happen, the gangs would drag people around by the neck naked because they weren't wearing masks. Yeah, the gangs are nothing to fuck with. Don't fuck around with the gangs down there. Yeah. That was like a whole thing with like, it's like maybe it wasn't Brazil. Maybe it was like some other South American country. But there was like a thing with a political candidate who went in and was like made a humongous point about breaking gangs, and like some of the clips of those gangs in prison are wild. I think a supernova threaded the needle with the hole in the ozone. That's wild. There are very few conspiracy theories that I subscribe to. Like I'm personally a fan of like, for example, like the most like publicized conspiracy theory thing in general is like JFK. In his assassination, right? The theory that I like the best is like the babushka lady and like the umbrella man, which is like total bullshit, right? None of that happened, but I like it. It's a nice thought. I'm also a fan of the idea that his head just did that. But I subscribe to the idea that I subscribe to the idea that the Secret Service accidentally killed him via misfire. I believe it was last podcast on the left that had a whole thing where they talk about how like the Secret Service basically mismanaged the entire circumstances before the cavalcade went past the library, and like once they heard the shot, one of the Secret Service members had his gun like lying on his lap and then just like accidentally triggered it, and that is what would have shot JFK. It's like I subscribe to that. I think that it makes a lot of sense, and then everything past that is them trying to like cover it up. Project Paperclip. I think I've heard of Project Paperclip like recently, but I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to wiki it real quick. It sounds like God just had it out for that dude. 100%. Yeah, that dude just did something wrong in like a past life and like got passed with like no punishment, and God was just like, oh shit, hold on, wait, I forgot. Oh, I forgot to take out Jerry. Hold on. And then that goes that guy. Ever watch 11/22/63? I have not. I don't know what that is. amazing Hulu mini series about JFK shit with James Franco. He goes back in time to prevent it, but shit was insane. One of my favorite James Franco roles. He's fucking killed it. It's where the U.S. government employed Nazi scientists after World War II to continue their Yeah. Okay. Is that really a conspiracy theory, though? I mean, isn't that like the kind of thing that they've just like legitimately just been like, yeah, we did this? I mean, there's a number of different things where the government is just like, it's been a few years and they're just like, yeah, this is a thing that like we did. Like MK Ultra, for example. Like there are conspiracy theories around it, but like MK Ultra being a thing isn't a conspiracy theory. Yeah, Unit 731. We talked about that the other day. Was Project Paperclip like in broad that? Let's see. Secret United States intelligence program in which more than 1,600 German scientists, engineers, and technicians were taken from the former Nazi Germany to the U.S. for government employment after the end of the World War II. Some were former members and leaders of the Nazi Party. Gotcha. So it was just like in general taking them and redistributing them. Is that really considered a conspiracy theory, or are you saying that like you have conspiracy theories about it that you subscribe to? Well, what's up with that? I feel like it was the other day that you had a message that you sent that didn't get posted. Something about D&D. I wonder why that is. Well, when I subscribed to it, it was a conspiracy theory. That's funny. Oh, I'm glad I'm standing up now. I was sitting down for too long. Now I'm like kind of jiving. I need to put my music back, or I need to put my headphones back on so I can like hear the music and dance around to it a little bit. And my music's probably like super quiet, huh? I don't even know. Y'all might not even be able to hear it. Y'all can probably hear it a little bit. It's probably just slightly quiet. I need to get what do we want to listen to, boys? I'm kind of tired of future funk. I'm thinking maybe just like jazz of some kind. I have a good song. Tears out here dressed like Venom Toby. Bro. Fucking what of it, man? This shirt is incredibly comfortable. What's your good song, Nikki? What do you got? Lay it on me. And can you guys hear that? Like, should I turn the music up slightly? Is it a decent volume? What do y'all think? I think I have it set to like a low volume that I could still like talk over efficiently, but it might be too low. It could go up 10%. Let's throw it. How about that? Little higher? Is that good? Let me know. Yeah, dude, this shirt is comfy as hell. I've had this for years. Yeah, boy, sounds good. Great. Dinosaur by DJ Richard. Granted, not sure if it's copyrighted. Doesn't matter. I have it going through Spotify, and then my Spotify is on a separate track. So whenever I post the VOD to YouTube, it won't have the Spotify in it. As long as I play it in Spotify, which is if it's not on Spotify, we're fucked. But no, it's here. It's here. Dinosaur by DJ Richard. Okay, I got Dinosaur here. All right, excuse me. I got DJ Richard here. Let's find Dinosaur. I'll just play more of DJ Richard with it. But yeah, I have it going through a different track, so it my VOD and my recording even doesn't pick up any. Oh, it's a different DJ Richard. Okay, well here we go. In fact, I'm gonna turn this up just a little bit so we can hear it properly as well. I'll turn it back down a little bit after, but this song is just funny. That's fine. I feel kind of weird about comedy music. I go back and forth on it. I like his vocals there. This is silly. I mean, hey, I'm rocking to it, so it's working. All my friends are people that I know. Yeah, it's funny. We won't get old, boys. Oh, did you hear that? That was my back popping just now. Gosh. I all my dreams happen when I'm asleep. Da Vinci's Notebook, Enormous Penis is where it's at. I know the song. I know what you're talking about. Enormous Penis, yeah. I think I'll probably play some like oh breakdown. I have the lyrics pulled up here on Spotify, so I'm like reading it as it's going. Uh, yeah, I think I'll probably just play some like jazz of some kind so that I can actually talk over it. I'll turn it down a little bit here. And then let's see. How about I'll do some jazz unless y'all want like a particular. The Fat Rat is a good instrumental band. I'll do the Fat Rat. Here we go. We'll just run it like this. Yeah, this shirt. I've had this shirt for years, and although it definitely started as like a full on like this isn't an instrumental. Maybe it's just this song. Um, this is also not instrumental. Whatever, I'll just let it rock. This is definitely like was full on like a dress shirt once upon a time, back in like high school or whatever. I have since just kept it because it is incredibly soft, and I usually like you can actually see. I don't know if you'll be able to see properly. The pocket there is stitched with brown thread because it was coming apart and I wanted to put it back, but I didn't have any black thread, so I just stitched it with brown because I was just like, nah, fuck it. This is the entire side. The entire side is coming up from it. So yeah, I am kind of looking like Venom Toby, but Hugo Kant entering the black hole will get you vibing into a new dimension. We'll check that out after a little bit of Fat Rat. I'm not mad at this. I can dig it. I am glad to have been standing up. I needed to do this earlier. I needed to stand up and like while I was drinking, while I was like still kind of tipsy. I eventually want to get like a standing, like I'm a big fan of those standing desks where like you can adjust it, but I have an L desk, so like that doesn't really work, and I don't think I ever want to not have an L desk because it's goated. But I don't really know that you could do both. My desk is actually crazy. It's made of several different parts of IKEA, and I have created an L desk. I have a very clear seam right here where I've just taken brackets and put them together, and then I have haphazard like poles to support things from IKEA in a desperate attempt to get some structural integrity. um, U desks are supreme. I don't have nearly enough room in my room to do a U desk, bro. I'm gonna be honest, my mind's not the most coherent right now. I'm just speaking off my sleeve, dude. You're fucking chilling, bro. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat it, man. If it wasn't 2:20, I'd probably drink a little bit, but it's already late. If I drink now, I'm probably gonna end up being hungover. Because I'd probably end up going to bed still drunk. Who knows when I'm going to bed though? I'm gonna be honest, boys. I was planning on doing like a 30-minute stream earlier because that horror game that I was doing earlier was sat in the stream for 10 hours. Yeah, that makes sense. I have a U desk set up, but it's a mashup of two different normal desks and two tables. Wait. If it's U, wouldn't it just be, is it like this where it's like where you have like a thing here and a thing here and a thing here and a thing here? Is it like that? Because if it's U, then you would theoretically, okay, pretty much, because you would theoretically only need three parts of it, right? That, and the connector. But I guess I could see it being like that. I have the IKEA setup where it's like people realize that you can take these like counters, basically. It was meant for like kitchen counters, and people realized that it would make a good desk. And IKEA then took that and was like, let's just brand them as desks and start charging a little bit more. So that's what I've. Ooh. All right. Different kind of vibe. But anyway, so I have like like I said, it's kind of a smorgasbord. The great thing about the IKEA desks is it's very modular. Um, I don't like furniture generally, so I don't have much shit. When you move a lot in life, you tend to hate furniture. Yeah, I get that. I've gotten so used to at this point breaking my shit down and then bring it back up that it's like I'm just fucking used to it. Um, Especially like this desk. Like I could put this desk together again very easily. It's only made of like a few parts. There's like a whole drawer set up here, which you don't take apart. There's two tabletops, three poles, and then like a shelf kind of thing, and then it's just the brackets and the nails, or excuse me, the screws that you do to get it all together. Give me a drill and a second hand to help me out, and I could put this together 30 minutes maybe. Um, but I get that. I have some shit. I don't know. I have a tiny room now. This is the tiniest room I've ever lived in, I think. Um, I had a nice room with like a ex of mine, and then we split up. And then I moved in with my friends, and now I live with my friends, but my room is fucking tiny. So I have my desk, which is 5 feet wide, I think. No, longer than 5 feet. I don't know how wide it is. 7 feet, I think. No, not 7 feet. How the fuck long is it? Hold on, I'm gonna lay down next to my desk to get a decent measurement. Hold on. I don't know how long it is, like 6 foot, maybe something like that. Um, anyway, um, but then I have like a gap that's like this wide, and then my bed, because my bed is like big as well. You can kind of see my bed. It's fucking get back here. My bed's kind of big. My bed's big. My desk is big. It makes my room very small. So I don't have a lot of stuff. I have like a bookshelf over here and like my dresser. Oh, you can't even see it. I have my dresser over here, which is fucking huge. Well, I say huge. It's decently big. It's got a bunch of shit on it right now, and then I just have one shelf right there. It's funny. I made that shelf, and my roommate was like, "Holy crap, you made that shelf?" Because I sawed off a piece of wood that I had. I basically have just a straight up piece of wood that my computer sits on, so it's off of the carpet and gets a little bit more air circulation. And I had shelf arms, but I didn't have like wood, so I just sawed it off with a table saw and then just put it together in my room. It was like, "Holy crap, you made that?" And I was like, "Yeah." I'm like a townhouse ish setup. But due to the area I live in the basement, and most of my shit is down there. It's fully furnished, though. Doesn't have basement vibes. Have carpeted floors, all walls, ceiling panels, lighting, etc. It's the sort of area you don't want no one seeing shit you have. Gotcha. Makes sense. I know this song. I've heard this song before. I think. Is this like a remix or something? I know this. Um, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm in a nicer neighborhood, but it's also irrelevant. I'm in the back of the house. My shit's cluttered though. I gotta clean up. I really do. I gotta clean up. I've been thinking about like ways to make like my backdrop look decent, because it's like my backdrop looks not good because it's just literally my normal backdrop. I have my bed and stuff like that, which I think looks pretty bad, but whatever. It is what it is. It gets the job done, but it's not great. Oh, what time is it? It's damn near 2:30. I think I might wrap up. I went on for almost 2 hours longer than I was expecting to. I really thought that I was gonna be real quick. Of course, yeah. Do whatever you got. Play Hugo Khan. I got you. Any specific song? Enter the Black Hole. Right. You said that. Here we go. I'll turn it up a little bit too so we can focus on it. No, I honestly would like, if there were like 10 more people chatting in here, I would stay up for as long as people listen. But it's getting pretty early in the morning. I'm getting a little bit tired. I can feel the sleep coming to my eyes. I think I might need a little bit of food too. Hugo Kant has them bangers. Nothing too complex, but perfect background music. Makes sense. I can dig it. For a while, I listened to what's his name, Harris Heller, who like does like a lot of stream tips and stuff like that. He has like a whole bunch of lo-fi stuff that is like copyright free. And then like lately, I've been listening to Future Funk as just general like background music. But I can dig it. I like a lot of different types of music, so I can appreciate something like this. Ah. Oh my god, my back really is fucked. Holy crap. That's what I get for fucking leaning earlier. I need to do some stretches. Posture check, water check, stretch check. I think I just ripped my shirt a little bit. This shirt does not fit me anymore. I might go outside, trim the herbs for a tea. I'm feeling a nice mint tea. Okay. All right, respect. I don't think I thought for half a moment, I was like, ooh, does tea sound nice? And nope. I don't think it does for me. You said you just woke up. I'm about to go to sleep. This sounds like a bad idea for me. Yeah, man, it's so hard to fuck up herb plants. Hell yeah. I was just telling my roommate earlier today about how like a perfect garden, or excuse me, a perfect yard for me is just a garden where it's like you just have like, you know, vegetables and fruits and stuff like that, and you can just grow whatever you want. The only time I've ever had that kind of thing before is I used to have like a chive plant, right? That I would like trim off for chives, but it's like it's just chives, you know. I think I might in stream and then I think I want food. I honestly think I want food, but it's 2:30 a.m. So it's like nothing's open. I've got strawberries, blueberries, a couple of pepper plants, but mostly herbs and mints since they inherently ward off insects. That's the other thing. Warding off insects is sick. So you plant mints with all your other plants. No need for pesticides. Yes. I had my ex, I believe, did that once upon a time whenever we lived together. But that was a while back. I think they used mint. But I've heard that, yes, that you can do like mint and such like that to ward off insects, which is, I mean, that's just awesome. It is awesome that like if you do things properly with like a garden or whatever, it is just like the best of every world. I mean, you have to like put in the effort. So it's like that, you have effort, but still. I do dig this music. It is what is it? Easy's background, like you said. It only takes 1 minute to water in the morning. Yeah, it takes a real no. I mostly mean like getting in there and planting and making sure that like things don't die and such. I imagine for like mint, it's probably pretty easy. But like if you want to do like a legit shit garden with like tomatoes and stuff like that, like you got to do the right amount of water, the right kind of soil, the right amount of sunlight and stuff like that. And like in that way, you can kind of fuck it up. But yeah, just watering them in the morning is just like, come on, not hard. But I get what you mean. Oh yeah. Hold on. Let me see if I can try to listen if you can hear me pop my back. No, probably not. That wasn't very loud, but I did pop it. Well, peace out, man, and thanks for the stream. Thanks for coming by. Hope to see you around next some other time. I want to at some point like later this week. I don't know if you were here earlier whenever I was talking about it, but I want to at some point this week do a stream where like I take a shock collar, and if I can get it to work where it detects decibel levels properly, I'm gonna do it to where it's like I maybe play like a horror game or something, and like if I get loud enough, it like shocks me or something. I want to do it at some point because I think that would be fun, but I don't know when I'm gonna do that. I'm probably gonna go live tomorrow. Doing what? I don't fucking know. we'll see. I might end up just playing Mario, but I think Mario's getting kind of boring. I want to do something where people watch. But either way, I'll probably stream tomorrow. Probably. Sounds like a chatter stream, Kick W. Wait, hold on. Did you say, is that chatter or Chator? Am I stupid? What is chat? I feel like I'm stupid. Anyway, but an SFW stream site. Oh, I don't feel bad for not knowing that then. No, nothing like that. Just I bought a shot collar that I think it'll detect like barks. It's supposed to detect barks, but I'm hoping that if I play like a horror game and it detects like a scream, it'll go off and like shock me to be like stop screaming. I don't think that that'll work. I would like it to work. I don't think it will work. If that doesn't work, I might end up playing like Valorant. Excuse me. I might end up playing like Valorant at some point next week and having it be where it's like every time I die, I take like a shock or something like that. It's like a punishment. Either way, I think that it'll make a good video. So at some point next week, I'm going to do something with that. Probably tomorrow, I'm probably going to stream something. Chances are it's like Mario, but again, I want it to be entertaining, so maybe not. DMX would trigger a shot collar 24/7. DMX, what? The rapper? What? Am I stupid again? I feel like I'm stupid again. Rapper, okay. He's always barking. Dude, that took me fucking for. Oh my god. All right. Thanks for coming by. That's like his staple. Yeah, you're right. I'm just stupid. All right. Anyway, like I said, I'll probably be live tomorrow. Doing what? I don't know, but we'll find out. You have a good one. Sounds like you woke up earlier, you said, so hope the rest of your day is good. I'm going to go to sleep at some point, maybe get some food. To anybody who's watching the VOD, hi, that's crazy. Why would you do that? Go watch my actual YouTube video, my actual YouTube channel instead. But anyway, you have a good one. Take it easy. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.